I'm a social anxiety coach. It's good to be back doing a live stream. Recovered from a virus in the past week. So overcoming social anxiety. One unfortunate truth, which is good to get out of the way, is that there isn't a shortcut, a quick fix, or a gimmick. There's not a hack. But you can overcome your social anxiety. The only way that I know that works, which is by going through the fire bit by bit. People are often looking for a workaround. How can I overcome this thing without actually facing the fears? How can I avoid the fears? How can I avoid the anxiety? What's the trick I can use to become confident with people without spending time socializing? When I was looking for a way to overcome my social anxiety some years ago, I was trying to overcome it in this lone wolf fashion. And I realized that this wasn't working. I was avoiding social groups, just going for one to one chats, other situations, but not being in the busier environments, the bigger groups. You have to go down the path of most resistance rather than the least. Choose the hardest option rather than the easiest. Go towards where the fear is, towards where the resistance is. That's where you get the most growth. It is about facing your social fears. You don't have to face every fear at once, but you do have to go. You have to go out there and have the courage to really face what's holding you back. An analogy that I often share with clients is that it's a bit like lifting weights when it comes to building confidence, reducing social fears. So if you just pick up a weight to do a shoulder press, for example, and it's just a bar, so you just pick up a bar, there's no weight on the bar at all, it's not going to be a challenge for you. There's not there's not enough resistance to stimulate growth. If you load the bar with huge amounts of weight, you've got 100 kilograms on that bar, and you're not experienced at the shoulder press, you might injure yourself. You might be overwhelmed by that weight and collapse under the bar. But what if you pitch it just right? You find the sweet spot, a weight which is challenging but still liftable and still doable. That's your zone of growth. That's where you're going to get the most gains and you're going to see improvements over time. It's the same when it comes to exposure therapy and facing social fears. You want to load the bar about right for you. And what that means in practice is putting yourself into situations that you find nerve-wracking, scary, fear-provoking, but not situations which are going to frazzle you, completely overwhelm you. That would be too much weight on the bar. And you know what's right for you. If you find yourself barely leaving the house, just staying in, fully isolating, then maybe just going for walks is the best starting step. Just walking around the area, over time pick busier places and places that you find more intimidating, then you can build it up from there. Maybe you're someone who is okay with leaving the house, you go to work, go to university, you're with people, but you're also isolated when you're with people. You feel stifled, you feel held back, you feel shy all the time, and you're not really coming out of your shell. If that's the case, then you have to find a way to practice coming out of your shell more. It can be with your work colleagues, or it can be outside of that. There's a great app for overcoming social anxiety, not for this purpose, but it works for this purpose, called meetup.com. And meetup.com, you can join this, and for free, you can join different socials going on. And it's a great training ground because it's people that you don't have to see again, unless you want to. So you can go there just to experiment, just to practice socializing, work on your confidence, have some conversations, and start to grow as a person. And if you're someone who is super brave, so you've got social anxiety, but you're in the really, really, really brave category and you're just ready, you want results, you want growth, you're willing to really face fear, then a great hobby you can start is improv comedy. I did improv comedy for 3 years in Birmingham. Had a lot of fun in the process, faced a lot of fear, grew a lot as a person. It's going to help you out so much with social anxiety because you're constantly facing social fear. You're constantly thinking on your feet, improvising regardless of what state you're in. Something which I've experimented this year, guinea pig myself, to see if it would help out other people, is delivering walking tours. Anything which involves public speaking is 10 out of 10 when it comes to overcoming social anxiety, because it puts you in the spotlight. You're facing that judgment, other people looking at you, and people listen to you when you're public speaking. And this rewires and reconditions your brain because it's likely that you haven't been listened to properly growing up, especially if you have social anxiety. You felt less important, you've not been heard properly, you've not been understood. So you getting yourself into a platform where people listen to you is going to work wonders for reconditioning you and giving you a more positive frame of reference to feel better, to feel more encouraged when you're socializing. You can join an agency in your city that delivers walking tours, and you can work up to delivering some walking tours. These are great because you get to meet people from all over the world when you do these walk-in tours. You can start off with really, really small groups of 3-4 people and practice delivering a public talk to people that you're never going to see again in quite a relaxed environment. It's going to teach your brain that you're safe when the spotlight's on you, you're safe when you're projecting your voice and public speaking. And over time, you can increase the size of the tours when it comes to busier seasons, do private tours. Before you know it, you can give public walking tours with 20, 30 people from all across the world, speaking to all these people individually, lots of small talk, meeting people from scratch, as well as projecting your voice and being okay with the spotlight being on you. So walking tours are great for practicing public speaking. There's also an organization called Toastmasters, which is specifically designed to help people get public speaking training. Public speaking courses are great as well. All those things help out with social anxiety. You can also join my meetup group. My meetup group is literally called Social Anxiety Mastery Birmingham. And I've done loads of events, I think it's 85 events, something like this so far. And the group's really built up. About 1,500 people in the group in total. At the events, the numbers vary. It can be a small event with 5-6 people, a bigger event with 30 plus people. And I've been building this over time and got to a stage where I'm doing one event every single week. People in that group either have social anxiety or have overcome social anxiety. That's the common theme. And it's really great to connect with people who are in the same boat as you. When you realize that how you feel is more normal than you thought, you hear other people's journeys, their stories, you're going to feel less held back by your own challenges, a lot more encouraged, a lot more motivated, more supported. It's going to be this great springboard for you to grow as a person. And because I'm always expanding it, it's not going to be that long before I'm doing regular virtual events. I've just been troubleshooting some different challenges, making my microphone sound really good without a hiss. There was this hiss, getting it set up with the video camera right, so much stuff so that I can do these high quality virtual events, which will become weekly things as well. Because I know that you're not going to overcome social anxiety from just passively consuming YouTube content. It's not enough to get you to where you want to get to. You're going to overcome it from the real world first-hand experience. And the whole idea of my group is to give people the exact experience that they need, to put them in contact with other people, to get them socializing, get them public speaking, getting them sharing what's bothering them, getting people to do the things that are going to really help them out. Not the gimmicks, the quick fixes, the hacks, but the stuff that works. And that's why you'll see that loads of people at my groups report getting a lot more confident over time. And you see people opening up, coming out of their shell, speaking clearly, speaking confidently, looking very different when they've been to half a dozen to a dozen events. And really you get out what you put in. And it's up to you what you want to get from the events. You might be someone that's super ambitious. You want to really master your social anxiety, be like the most confident person around, deliver live events, do big public talks, and be a bit like a Tony Robbins, something like this. You might be someone that just wants to make some new friends, find some people to chat to. Whatever you're looking for, you can get what you're looking for as part of the social anxiety meetup group. It's up to you where you want to set your bar, set your ambition, how much fear you're willing to face, and all the rest of it. What also helps out big time with social anxiety is health and fitness. When you're feeling physically fitter and healthier, man, that makes such a difference for social anxiety. I'm so glad when I got coaching from this guy in London who was brilliant, overcoming my social anxiety. So glad that he got me to join a gym, start doing cardio. Everything's just grown from there on the health and fitness front. And keeping fit and healthy with regular cardio, bit of strength training as well, is so great for the mind as well as the body. So good for mental health. And when you keep it up on a long-term basis, that discipline over time, and I'm talking years, it just does wonders for anxiety. And I'm going to be exercising later on today before coaching this evening. And another project that I've got going, I basically have another meetup group that I'm working on in the background. which is helping people get fit and healthy. All the support, the mindset, the things that make you stick to things on a long-term basis, the motivation, the accountability, meeting people as well. We're going to bring it all together as part of a Get Fit and Healthy meetup group. Because I know fitness and health is so important, and all these things are linked. Fitness and health, fear, anxiety, trauma, all these things cross wires with each other. There's connections going on. And when you can really improve and skyrocket your physical health, you're going to notice differences in your mood, your mental health, your social life, other things as well. And people often underestimate the simple things that are right under their nose. You've got social anxiety. Okay, well, how about you go for a run twice a week and you go to 2 social groups a week? Imagine you did that and kept it up for 3 months. Do you think you'd be a notch more confident, a notch less anxious around people if you did that? If the answer is yes, then you've just proved to yourself that you already know what's going to work for your social anxiety. It's just doing it. It's just going through the fire and going through the work, the honest hard working. And the really encouraging thing is that it doesn't take that long to really transform completely and go from being super shy and quiet to super confident. You can do that in a couple of years of super hard work. 2 years of really hard work, you can totally transform as a person. I've done that. I know other people can do the same. I've seen clients do the same. The ones that have been the most motivated. And the way I see it is, why procrastinate? Why wait? You may as well start overcoming your social anxiety today. Start today, start now. You're going to thank yourself in the future. The more you wait, the longer it's going to take. If you've got a giant mountain to climb, you have to just start moving forwards. Even if it's giant, don't worry about the size of it. Just start taking steps forwards. You're going to feel so much better when you're just in pursuit of that goal. You're in the process, you're doing it. Just that alone is going to help you out. You can enjoy the whole journey too. It doesn't have to be this grueling journey where you're doing too much fear facing, you're burning out. It doesn't have to be like that. You can get the balance right, pitch it right, so that you're actually having fun at the same time. Being kind to your current self as well as your future self. Totally fine to do that. A few things that I'm doing on that topic of fun. So 1 day a month, I just pick a random city to go to by train. Just go there for a day out. Also, I'm trying to do one new activity every month just to explore and try new things. So this month I'm competing in an exercise challenge called High Rocks at the NEC in Birmingham. I thought next month I can try some bouldering, maybe go-karting in December or ice skating, and just keep trying a different thing out every single month. So you can have fun, enjoy yourself in life, as well as do things which are useful for your own growth as well. So I hope that you got value from today's live stream. I'm going to wrap it up here, get my own exercise session in before coaching later. Keep an eye out for posts coming over the next coming 2 or 3 weeks, where I'm going to announce virtual events, so you can actually join these events for free, meet other people, connect, and actually do the things that are going to move you forwards in life. So the platform's going to have everything that you need to grow as a person. Until next time, hope you have a great rest of your day.